What is going on, guys? I am Venom 2 million. You see that title, let's get it crack-a-lack. What can we expect for this new franchise? Well, let me lay out some groundwork, let me speak some thoughts, and then we're gonna have this conversation and conversation below so y'all can tell me what y'all think. Spider-Man being introduced into this universe, this already existing universe. The best way to handle him is this way. Spider-Man has been Spider-Man for a little while. Introduce him in the Civil War. There's this spider person that's doing things in New York, along with Daredevil, along with the Defenders, along with, you know, all of those other characters, Luke Cage, Jessica Drew, or is it Jessica Jones? I forgot. All of these people are doing things in New York. We need to round them up. Frank Castle, introduce Frank Castle, or name drop him at least in the Civil War, and stuff like that. Bring in Spider-Man. Spider-Man looks up to Captain America as this father figure, looks up to Iron Man as also this father figure, but he looks up to them for two different reasons. Captain America is this positive influence, this person that stands for the right thing no matter what, while Iron Man is this successful, rich, scientific mastermind. So Spider-Man looks up to him as well. Spider-Man then would get a suit from Tony Stark, and then would be on Tony Stark's side, then go to Captain America's side. But you introduce the Spider-Man film in this way. You have Spider-Man has been Spider-Man for a while. After the Civil War, he either still has the suit that Tony Stark gave him, or he doesn't. Then you have it be with him being a high school student and him struggling to be a high school student and a superhero at the same time. It should be a personal movie, a movie that is personally relatable with us as people and with Spider-Man as a character. We should see Spider-Man that's been on a comic book be on that big screen and be like, this is what I've been waiting for. No love interest. We do not need a love interest because Peter Parker is going to be a teenager. He should be focusing on being Spider-Man and being a high school student. Sure, we can see him trying to get a girl or whatever, but don't let him get the girl in the first film. That'll just take away from it. We don't need that. We know Peter Parker has girlfriends. We know he's gonna get a girlfriend. Save that for later when he's older and he can worry about actually protecting his girl. Right now, he should worry about protecting his aunt and protecting his secret identity. Have him working at the Daily Bugle. Yes, working at the Daily Bugle, trying to make money to help out for his aunt since his uncle died. That would be perfect. And then introduce Eddie Brock at the Daily Bugle. Eddie Brock should be a friend to Peter Parker, along with Harry Osborn being a friend to Peter Parker. His high school friend, his childhood friend. Harry Osborn should be a vital role in Peter Parker's life. Aunt May should also be there to help Peter, to help him along the way. Now, who would be the villain? Peter Parker, Spider-Man, is going to be a street-leveled hero. He is a street-leveled hero. So we do not need him fighting, especially in this universe, someone that's going to blow up New York. Because if someone was going to blow up New York, with this being in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, where S.H.I.E.L.D. exists, where Iron Man exists, where Hulk exists, where all of these other characters exist, they would get involved. We're not going to do that. Have it this way. Spider-Man is fighting a gang. He's trying to clean up the streets. Why is he fighting a gang? Because his uncle was killed by a member of the gang. What gang would this be? It would be a gang or mafia, and it would be tied to Hammerhead, and Hammerhead would be tied to Kingpin. Have Herman Schultz in there. You could do this really well. Spider-Man trying to avenge his uncle's death, and by doing that, him learning with great power comes great responsibility. That would be the perfect film. Spider-Man trying to clean up the streets, or him first trying to avenge his uncle's death. And then him realizing the good that he's done by doing this, and realizing that with great power comes great responsibility. And how you would then tie this on to future films is because you would then introduce Norman Osborn being connected to Kingpin, and Norman Osborn being this huge, larger-than-life character. This character that is on the same level, if not higher, than Tony Stark. A direct competitor to Tony Stark with this huge conglomerate known as Oscorp. And Oscorp should be a company that is like Google. It should not be this low-leveled weapons manufacturer. No, it should be a huge conglomerate making all kinds of technology and being a direct competitor to Tony Stark. Norman Osborn should or could also be introduced in the Civil War. Not with a speaking role, but just as him sitting there when they're talking with Congress or talking with the government regarding this Superhuman Registration Act. That would be really cool. I really like that. Have Norman Osborn up there talking. And Norman Osborn should be Harry Osborn's father, duh, but Norman Osborn should not be this figure that we always see and we look, that's going to be Green Goblin. You know, we should also not be able to tell that Norman Osborn is evil. Norman Osborn should be this cool guy that's very serious. You know, kind of the opposite of Tony Stark. Something like Captain America, but then you see bits and pieces of Norman Osborn who that's just not quite right. But you know, whatever. There should also be kind of a backstory with Harry, that his father is abusive. You know, there should be some stuff like that. Play upon that. Have Harry trying to help out Peter, trying to say, Peter, what's going on? Why are you always running off? And Peter trying to make up excuses. And then him taking pictures of Spider-Man and taking pictures of things that Spider-Man is doing. And Eddie saying, whoa, how'd you do that? And Peter saying, you know, I just did it. And then J. Jonah Jameson should not be this evil, mean, yelling dude. J. Jonah Jameson should be a sarcastic, funny dude. He can yell, but he should be sarcastic and funny. For example, in my own story, it was a scene that I did when he calls up Peter. He's like, hey, Peter, how you doing? And Peter's like, I'm all right, Mr. Jameson. He's like, you good? You good? You sound like you just woke up. You okay? He's like, yeah, I just woke up. Oh, so you're all right. And Peter's saying, yes. He's like, good, because I just wanted to make sure because you're fired. It should be stuff like that. It should be J. Jonah Jameson should be this really funny character who can yell, and when he gets mad, he goes straight up J.K. Simmons. But he's not always at that level. He's normally something like House. So have someone like Hugh Laurie playing. That'd be sweet, you know. But yeah, you could. This is how I would do it. This is what we can possibly expect. Spider-Man being a street-leveled hero, him being with Daredevil, him being with Luke Cage, him being with Frank Castle, him being with all these other characters, and us actually seeing Spider-Man be Spider-Man in New York. And then you can make it larger with the next film, because now that he took out Kingpin or whomever, that gets the attention of Norman Osborn of whoever is next. Then introduce other characters. And also play upon the fact that there's this huge mythos with Spider-Man. There's so many different characters that you can introduce just as little side characters or just as little cameos. Felicia Hardy is one. Introduce Felicia Hardy briefly. Introduce Chameleon. Introduce all of these. There's so many things you can do. Maybe have Spider-Man's parents be tied to S.H.I.E.L.D. I don't know. There's so much you can do. But what to expect, I believe, is a high school student who is struggling to control his life and his other life. And also trying to make sure that these two things do not converge. That's how you do it. And that's what I think we can expect. So what do you guys think about that? Let's have that conversation below. As always, thank you guys for watching. I've been Venom. If you like this video, hit that like button. If you want to subscribe, hit that subscribe button. Share this video around with all of your friends. Venom time every Saturday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Yes. And again, I thank you all for watching. I'm going to be down there reading some comments. I'll be replying to some stuff. We're going to have some conversations. Yes. Got a video coming up, a few videos coming up for y'all. And yeah, just letting y'all know. Peace, guys. Have a great one. Peace.
Venom 2 million.